Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Redskins. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Black 22. I don't know why his team showed up.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 37. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and 1 at the 15-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Hard throw, incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their own 23.
Watch the run. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check. Lucky.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Now the wolf. Off. Got to go. Tight right. 4 down. Ready.
2nd down, Haskins trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I'm coming. Check 15. Check 15.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Evans. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
13 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, stop.
Now Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. And Watson has it right side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check the backer. Wait. Easy. Mike's 50.
3rd and short yardage. Winston able to find Harris, complete. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game.
3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Jameis now on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Winston. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I don't think you got it, son. Check your hot read. Deuce.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go. Boom. Right 37. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to sling this deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On second down, here's Haskins. His throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check, check, check. Shift, watch the shift.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards.
That's good for the Washington Redskins. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a first and 10 all the way across midfield. Here's Haskins. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On first down, here's Love. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Hey, go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You
Now Haskins to throw it. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Hey, we're going 37's the mic.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check three.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. It's Williams on the catch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Haskins back to the air. And it'll be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Shoves him away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Danny. Shift.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
45. Mike, 45. Watch the pass. 45. Mike.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now Winston looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 62 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Kill, kill, kill. Bang, 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 bang. Kill, kill, kill.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Love again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 31. Check 3. Check 43.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First down and goal to go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check, 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 check. Sponge, sponge, please. He's checking.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Jamal Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's get up.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Winston. And look at this. this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. It's a 6. Pull it. Now, he's checking crap. Chance. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Kill. Hey, turn.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At their 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 54 with the flag. 54. Check. Wahoo. Hey, watch out. Yeah. Right, 54. Pick it up.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No
yardage. Okay.
The Redskins on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike's by 4. Watch the run. 54 is Mike.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. Gets it to Gordon. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Heavy on the edges. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 9.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Hey, 50, Mike, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So back at the midfield stripe now. They'll come up 2nd and long. Again, it's Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll run it now out of the gun. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And an explosive long run, really electric play.
What a fantastic play, too, because when you get one of those runs, you know everything came together well. The blocking, but especially the runner himself, able to find a gap and take it the distance.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. That'll be caught right side by Reed. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On the set. Mike 37. Echo. Go full Harper. Play. There we go, 37.
On 3rd down, Haskins. Open man is Gordon, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Go. If you kill it, motion me out. There we go, 37 to play.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. The left side is complete to Reed. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Bucs, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
double. Set hut. Here we go. Here we go. Hood. Let's go. Get hood. Hood. Come on, set. Hut, go. Set. Ready. Ready. We good. Ready, two. Ready. Ready. Hut, go. On the ready. Set up. Ready. 10. Level. Hut. Okay. Right. Set. Hut. Got it. Ready, go. Let's go now. Ready. Down. Set, go. Set, ready, and read. Go. Set, hut. Let's go. Hood. Here we go. Hood. Ready, set. Hut, go. Ready. Set, hut. We good. 32. Ready. Here we go. Set, hut, go. Here we go. Set up. Come on, set. 15 line. Hut. Set. 60 outlaw. Set. Hut. Ready. 60 off. Ready, go. Let's go now. Ready. Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Set, go. Set, ready. Set, hut. Let's go! 90 whoop, hood. Here we go. Hood, hood. Ready, ready. Hood, go. Set, hood. Ready, ready. Ready? We go! 1, 2, right up! Ready? Head go! Here we go! Set and read! Set up! Here we go! Here we go! With the blend! 22 jet hard! Come on, set! 18 gator, 18 gator! Set, right! Set! 30, ready, go! Ready! Set, ready! Let's go now! Set, go! Down! Set, hot! Okay, ready! Hood! Set, ready! Hood, hood! Let's go! 60 up, head go! Here we go! Ready, ready! Ready, ready! 60 Pittsburgh! We good! 132! Right up! Set, hut! Hut, go! Here we go! Set! 10, Lobo! Shut up! Ready up! Hut! On the set! Set! Hut! Here we go! Here we go! Ready, go! Come on, set! Ready! On the double! 80 weapon! Set, go! Set! Set, hut! Ready! Hut! Let's go now! And read! Hut! Hut! Down! Get the flag! Hut, go! Face up! Lady! Face up! Face hot! Lady! Face hot! Hot! Face hot! Hot! Lady! Face up! Face up! Lady! Face up! Face up! Lady! Face up! Face hot! Face up! Face hot! Hot! Face up! Face up! Face up! Face hot! Face up! Face hot! Grenade team! Face up! Face up! Lead! Face up! Face up! Lead! Face up! Face hot! Grenade team up! Face hot! Hot! Grenade team! Face hot! Face up! Lady! Stop! Face hot! Face up! Face hot! Lady! 3, 6! Face hot! Face up! Lady up! Face up! Face up! Lady! Face hot! Hot! Face hot! Lady! Face up! Face hot! Hot! Lady! Regular! Face up! Face up! Lady! Face up! Face hot! Lady! Face up! Face hot! Face up! Face up! Grenade tip! Face up! Face up! Lady! Face up! Face hot! Face up! Face hot! Face up! Face up! Lady! Face up! Face hot! Grenade team! Blaze it hot, hot. Green 18. There you go. 3, 3, 6. Blaze it hot. Heads up. Stop. Heads up. Lady. Regular. Blaze up. Blaze it hot, hot. Blaze it hot. Blaze it hot, hot. Lady. Ice, ice, ice. Stop. Heads up. Lady. Blaze it up. Blaze it hot, hot. Lady. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Blaze it hot, hot. Blaze it hot, hot. Blaze it hot. Heads up. Heads up. Heads up. Lady. Blaze up. Blaze it hot, hot. Lady. Blaze it hot. Blaze it hot, hot. Blaze it hot. Heads up. Lady. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Blaze it up. Blaze it hot, hot. Heads up. Blaze it hot, hot. Green 18. 2 by 2. Move. Heads up. Heads up! Lady! Heads up! Heads up! Legs up! Legs hot, hot! Green 18, up! Legs hot, hot! Legs hot! Heads up! Legs up! Legs hot, hot!